Okay, we are back, and we are back with the ever first world champion, Toby Henriette. Congratulations! Honestly, how do you feel right now?
A bit overwhelmed, actually. Yeah, I'll try to use my best English. Like earlier, I spontaneously started talking Dutch because I was so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard that you speak 4 languages.
No. Like I speak 2 decently well, and then I speak a bit of French.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so do you find yourself speaking 3 languages now while you're so excited?
Yeah, that was the case. Yeah.
So that was like a really intense final, 3 games, 2 which were maybe a little bit one-sided, but a really close game in the middle, and even the 2 on the ends could have gone either way. You're both playing at such a high level. How did you feel during that?
Good question. The games that were a bit one-sided, they didn't feel one-sided when I was being the aggressor.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's go from game 1. Game 1, Kurosawa certainly was lucky on his EX burst. He hit first Zangan, and he hit Ifrit to take away one of your forwards. And then it started becoming one-sided.
I felt really bad for that.
Yeah.
When that Zangan hit, I knew immediately.
Even that Zangan was a big issue for me.
Yeah, like that one card in the particular matchup, it's a big deal.
And that incredibly tense game 2, where you took some hits early and you just built it up again.
Right.
But how did you feel about going into game 2? Because you knew that that was not a favorable matchup. You know, that was the deck you really cared about the most.
Yeah.
And you dropped game 1, and that deck came in game 2. How did you honestly feel at that?
I thought he would play that. Like I feel like his Ice Earth deck is a bit based on what I played at Euros. If I can take the liberty to say that, it looked a bit like mine. So I figured he'd rather keep that as a last because like I'm confident with most matchups the deck has, and yeah, most of the similarities really like speak to me. So I really had a feeling he was not gonna use that if he didn't have to. So I picked the best deck in that matchup, Mono Water. I can get my guys to 8k, so his Fusoya doesn't kill my guys with just a dull.
So the deck selection was best, but the problem was you didn't draw into Waka.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and when I did, I draw 2. So.
Yeah, and your backup was awful.
Right.
So let's ask the experts, how do you handle the Fusoya deck? Because it's done really well in Japan, it's a really well-known deck. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, hope they don't have it. Is what I think. Yeah, really hope they don't have it.
But it came out on turn 2.
Right, if you know your opponent is playing it and he didn't mulligan, he probably has it. So you might want to start applying pressure as soon as you can. And like deck building wise, I thought the Mono Lightning would be really good against it because I've seen the Japanese Masters play. Like I think it was Kaka versus my opponent. I just played, what was his name again?
Well, actually, that deck was used by Harigai. Harigai was the guy who originally used that.
Right,
so I think it was Kaka versus Harigai.
Okay, cool. So I've seen the matchup and it looked really good for the Mono Lightning. So that's one of the reasons I brought it today. Like I had an almost similar Mono Lightning build. Like his build was great, obviously. I altered mine a bit so it would be a bit more like his, like the Duke package. You can get the Ramza.
Or it's all back.
Yeah, I love the backup just because it's like one efficiently.
So did you design your decks with the Japanese meta in mind for this weekend?
A fair bit, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And going back to game 2, obviously the tide-changing moment was that Kyukurain into Leviathan on the EX burst. That was the 4th and 5th damage, was it?
Yeah.
But at that moment, did you think you have the upper hand, or do you think you simply catch up, or do you think you had a lot more work to do?
Like my opponent had 3 active backups at that point. No, wait, he already played forwards to deal with.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. I felt I was like back in it. I was just really hoping. Like I already knew what kind of threats I was gonna play the next turn. I was just really hoping he didn't have an answer to them. So yeah.
We were watching, very excited. You were sat there with the Sildra in your hands, just waiting until there was a window for it to change the game.
Exactly. Yeah, I had 2 at one point. So I was just like, come on, dude, like, just play some forwards. And
then he has Leviathan, and then the board is, when can you play your Sildra to try and deal the damage?
Right, yeah, he played perfectly, like perfectly around the Sildra. There was little I could do except just hope that I would like get lucky with an X burst, and
But yeah, that at the last moment that Ash really shined.
Oh yeah, I drew the Ash as well. That was and I drew a backup too.
Actually, he was mentioning about Ash being a problem. Kurosawa played against Kaka pretty much in the same matchup, and he used his Black Mage to destroy Kaka's Ash, and that was a winning play. But in this game, he had to use Black Mage into your Garnet. And if Kaka would have dealt Garnet with some other way and was able to keep Black Mage, I think the story was completely different.
It could have been, But he was like, I think I had one Leviathan left, which was in my hand, and there was like one card I could have, else he was world champion. And if I was like in the same shoes as he was, I would go for the exact same.
Okay, yeah, because he can't use any Fusuya anymore, and he's probably you have to be in a hurry.
I'll outscale him, so
So that naturally happened. Okay. Now, and game 3, it was pretty much yours. As everyone knows, deck was public, and you knew that he didn't have Shantoto. So was that obviously different from a normal matchup?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I could just go as wide as I could and just
So what happens next? You're European champion, world champion, universe champion? Is that where we're going with this?
I'm going to Wales. I've been invited.
Welsh champion. Okay.
Yeah, that's next on the list. Yeah. So yeah, for the Winter Cup or the Winter.
Yeah, Winter Cup.
Winter Cup.
Winter
Okay.
Cup, yes.
That's
there
great.
you go.
I'll be seeing you there. That's great.
Okay, cool. Looking forward to it.
And probably there will be some other events also. We would like to invite you to close countries like European countries, European tournaments, and also, the most importantly, you are invited to the next World Championship, wherever it is going to be held at. All expenses paid, of course.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and the news is probably, of course, you suffered on this tournament, but maybe the most thing you suffered is coming to Japan, right?
That was quite the experience.
Maybe other player arrived in Japan Thursday, but you arrived like really at the last moment because you had kind of trouble with your passport.
And so that's really scaring me. Look at what you've done with jet lag. What are you going to do to people in Wales? Are you going to win on the first turn?
Yeah, it's quite impossible, but like I'm looking forward to going to Wales, definitely.
Well, I mean, really well done on that. You've done so much. You flew out here the day before. You beat everyone. You disappeared just as quickly.
So that's you're going to Wales, but maybe you'll have like a different kind of pressure because you have the World Championship behind you.
Oh, I don't think that'll be like an issue.
Oh, really?
No, not really.
You have a strong heart.
Right. And if I do need like help, I'll get an expert.
Yeah, it will always be with you.
Right.
Okay. I think there were lots of people rooting for you. I think there are people from Belgium still up and watching. Do you have comments to those people?
Yeah, thanks for the support. Like, it's been amazing how hard it, like, how much you guys like felt through. It was really amazing. Have all that support from Belgium and other countries as well. Like, just thank you so much. It's been a wonderful experience.
Okay, so I will definitely see you next year, and I will see you in some of the major tournaments as well. Okay, it was Toby Henriette. Congratulations again. Okay, so we'd like to have Sakayama-san coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, so Toby.
Alright.
Okay.
You guys still need me?
You're fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you for judging.
You're welcome.
Okay, and now we have Kageyama-san, the producer for Final Fantasy Dream Card Game.
Hello again, yes.
So, how was the tournament?
So to be honest, I'm very impressed very much. Yeah. So of course, the final is very close game, and the people was excited. I think so. Yeah.
It was an exciting match.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Was this as exciting and exhausting for you to run the event as it was for the players to play?
So World Championship is the best for me. Yeah. So all of the tournament, and so next year I want to make the tournament like this tournament. Yes, of course. Yeah.
But for the format, it may not be the same format, or it may be the same format. You don't know yet?
So I have no idea, but this format is so I said so very special. So usually we don't use this format, of course. Next year, I guess the new format I make. I'll say
So
this.
it's
Yeah, I don't
going to
know.
be something special, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
that's right,
going to be
yeah.
the ordinary one deck, 2 out of 3 tournament, right? It's
Yes.
going to be something special.
Yeah, thank you
So-
for helping.
Okay, and we talked a little bit about the next World Championship.
Yes.
We are hearing that it's going to be likely to be held in Europe.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, that's right. Yeah. So European people easy to join the game. Yes.
So we would have a bit more people joining the World Championship.
Yeah. So 16 people is a little bit few. So I think 32 or more. Yes.
Yeah, 32 seems decent. Because this year there was a European Championship, and everyone from all the countries joined the European Championship, but there were only five countries came into Japan. Like
Yep.
Spain did not make it to
Yes,
Japan,
yes.
and there were situations like that. But I think it would be better if like each country.
Yeah, that's right. So
yeah,
I hope national champion should have the
it should be able to.
Yeah,
come.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, but I cannot decide on me.
No, yeah, there are some issues. So
Negotiate or discuss.
what,
Yes, yes, yes.
That's what we're considering. That's what we have in our mind right now.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of people really excited for the next one after this. I think you mentioned earlier in the stream that this format was designed so that it was based on skill, making 3 different decks with all the card pool. So it's hopefully going to be bigger, better, new formats, Europe, so many countries can travel there a little more easily. So a lot of excited people on the stream, I hope.
Yeah.
And also talking about the competitive scene, it's not just the World Championships. There are going to be lots of big tournaments.
Yes.
Like Toby just mentioned right now, there is going to be the Winter Cup,
Ah, yes, that's right.
and it's going to be held at Wales,
Wales, yes.
UK.
Yeah, I've never been Wales, but I love Wales flag dragon. You know.
Yeah, I've seen the flag
Yeah,
before.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And also, there's going to be a big tournament in Italy.
Yes, Italy. Next year, March 3rd and 4th. Yeah, I had. Yeah, and I will visit Italy, Milano.
Milano.
Yeah. So this is called not Winter Cup, maybe Spring Cup. I don't know.
It's kind of like Winter Spring.
Fine, but yes, yes, that's right.
And there are more to come, right?
Yes.
More big tournaments coming. This year, we didn't. Next year, there's going to be a lots of big tournaments. So there are lots of things I want to talk about. I just can't talk about right now. I think it's the same for Kageyama-san. But yeah, there is lots of events coming
Yes,
up.
yes, yes.
And lots of sets as well, I think. I think Square recently published a release schedule for next year, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, actually we talked about that on a recent Japanese stream. Our plans on Opus 5 and
Yeah,
6,
6 and 7,
and
yeah.
7. We have the date set, and also we've announced some of the original illustrations for it, the artists who are going to join it.
Yep.
You can check that on our homepage. Okay. So yeah, that's for the next year. That's what we have for our next year.
Yeah. And I have one question for you. What do you think today's tournament, guys?
For the tournament?
Yeah.
Well, me
Is it
personally...
success?
Oh, I think it was a great success. And me personally, actually, this was my first time to speak English for this much time on screen. I really believe that I made it through.
Yeah.
But moreover, I was commentating on the stream, and match was so intense. I thought there was going to be more of a one-side match. I honestly, I thought the second game was going to be a one-side match, but miracles happen.
Yep.
And I think it's kind of like a destiny. It was made to be excited.
Yes.
So I think it was a real great tournament.
Yeah, we've been completely excited for the whole weekend. I think we might need some rest after this. But yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things from the players. I think the format is great, especially since Square Enix were lending the cards to the players, so card pull was not a barrier. I think I see what you've done there. You've wanted the player skill. Everyone's been really excited, even the side events. I know people have had fun downstairs today for everyone who just missed out on the top 6 cut, so I think it's been a really great event overall. Not to mention that you brought the players here, you showed them around Japan, so everyone's had a great time, I think.
Okay, so to be honest, I was a little bit afraid.
Yeah, because it was kind of like a rushing into preparing for the World Championship. But next year we have plenty of time, and we have this experience.
Yes, yes.
And we have lots of comments from you guys, opinions from the players. We are definitely going to have a better World Championship next year, and even a better one next year. And like I said, it's going to continue and going on and on. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today.
Yep.
I don't know how to close the stream, but it's time to go.
Yes.
It was. Thank you very much, Ross, for the commentary.
Thank you.
It was a fun stream, and thank you everyone. Thank you very much. It might be midnight, it might be in the morning. It was a long stream, both 2 days. There were I saw the comments. There were comments like people who were watching from the start to the end. We really appreciate it, and we will see you in our next World Championship.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for staying with us. Yeah, we've seen you there, so we hope to see you again soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so see you again.
See you again.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.